I gotta elevate. I've been praying to God for a better way. I concentrate on my goals and I meditate. Make sacrifices, put time and I dedicate. I gotta elevate. I'ma make sure the family forever straight. They wouldn't listen, now I gotta devastate. I'm on your ass and I won't let you get away. I gotta elevate. I've been praying to God for a better way. I concentrate on my goals and I meditate. Make sacrifices, put time and I dedicate. I gotta elevate.
What up, everyone? This is a Shorty Life podcast. You know, we back every time with a hitter every Monday. So we got a good topic tonight, y'all. The topic is the expectation versus reality in a relationship. So we're going to introduce all the guests and the co-hosts. Y'all go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Anybody? What's up? Anybody? I'm May. Y'all know me. Follow me on Facebook, like and share and tag and all that.
What's good, everybody? This is Miss Sugar in the building.
What's up, y'all? Y'all got Lamont at work. How y'all doing?
Always working, Lamont.
I got a grind.
And we got a guest tonight.
Got a guest up here. Introduce yourself. You're muted.
Oh, we can't hear you. You muted. She'll get it together, bitch, I guess. Can't hear you.
Can't hear you. Go ahead. We're going to get with
it. Yeah, go ahead, Charmaine. Go. So we're going to start with Charmaine's first video, and then we're going to go from there.
Okay, but can I introduce myself real quick?
Go ahead.
Okay, so this is, relationships, we talk about our relationships, but this is expectations versus reality because, we truly should come into a relationship with no expectations, but we all do it. We all do it. We all get it. We find what we want. We have a figment in our head of what a relationship with this person will look like and how it's supposed to go. And sometimes that's just not always how it happens. So I think we have to realize that coming into it with no expectations is best, but we do it. And so we have to navigate that.
That's true. Okay. So we're going ahead with the first video.
One thing I never do when I meet someone, I do not make you block anybody. I don't tell you you can't talk to who you want from your past. I don't want nothing to do with that. You conduct yourself. You already know right from wrong. Now you do something, you cross a line and knowing a line that you're not supposed to cross. Yeah. That's on you. Then I know how to move accordingly. So based off what you do and how you moving, then I'm moving accordingly. I'm not saying nothing to you because you're going to do what you want anyway. You're going to do what you want anyway. That goes for any and everybody. They're going to do what they want anyway. So I don't want you dealing with me and feeling like you're in prison. This ain't prison. I'm not the motherfucking warden. I don't move like that. I don't move like it. Never have. You know right from wrong. Now, if you mess up and you get caught up in some bullshit, doing some shit you ain't got no business, I'm not saying nothing to you. I'm just moving accordingly.
Yeah.
You're not hearing me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not saying nothing to you.
You ain't gonna say nothing.
I ain't saying nothing. Oh, you move? That's how you moving? Okay, bet. Okay, bet. That's it. That's it.
Well, that was good. That was good. Go ahead, Charmaine, explain.
Yeah, I think that's I thought that was good to start off with. That's the rose-colored glasses that we put on people, and we, think we have an expectation of them. But what you really got to do is look and see what they do. We all grown-ups. They're gonna move the way they gonna move, and you just gotta move accordingly. And so you can't, act like what you heard ain't what you heard, what you saw ain't what you saw, because you thought this was gonna work out, and you gotta just, let them stand on it. However they gonna be, they gotta stand on it. And you gotta stand on it because you trying to change somebody into a vision or that you wanted them to be. It's not gonna happen, and it's just gonna end up hurting you in the end.
Okay, what you got, Ebony?
I agree with everything Charmaine say. I agree with the video as well. At one point, I used to have a lot of expectations for people, relationships, friendships, situationships, everything. But I have really learned to, when you put expectations on people, really it's the expectations you expect out of yourself as well. So for me, it's like I don't have no expectations. I really don't, because like he said, people gonna be who they are regardless. And I'd rather see you in your natural element of being who you are than putting on the side for me. I don't need that, because I'm gonna be who I am regardless.
Okay, I agree. I can. It's something I was gonna say, but what you got, Desiree? I still can't hear you, honey.
Desiree, but
Desiree.
you muted or something. See if you muted at the bottom of the screen or something, because we can't hear you at all.
No, go out and come back in.
Yeah, go out and come back in.
What you got, Lamar?
And then do the mic check when you come in to make sure everything is good.
Yeah. What the hell, Lamar?
Lamar, what happened to you, Lamar?
Lamar, what happened to you?
I don't know.
We can't hear you. Y'all better get it together.
Y'all get that together. But I'm going to say, I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people do come in with expectations, which you shouldn't have come. I mean, you should have some.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, yay, I'm here.
It's a little muffled, but we can't hear you.
Okay, it's muffled.
A little bit,
you
but
you
can be heard.
Yeah. It's probably headphones you have on. Yeah. Yeah, I said it.
Y'all try me.
Can you hear me now?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was going to say that I agree with Ebony and Miss Saint up here because we do look for expectations, but I feel like when entering a relationship or being in a relationship, you're supposed to be on board with whatever that person has going on. Now, we don't say we not selling for less. Not over here, we don't. But you still supposed to be on board with their bad points and their good points.
That's right.
So,
you
know.
Okay. What about you, Lamar?
I'm gonna tell you I disagree. I'm gonna tell you straight up I disagree, and I'm gonna tell you why I disagree. If I'm expecting you, I want you to know what I expect from you. So it's clear communication. That comes straight down to the point. You know, now agreeing with Ocho, talking about you're gonna move the way you're gonna move. I'm gonna tell you a prime example. I went out on a date, and people gonna know people, you know, because we don't know one another. But a simple thing called respect. You see this dude, you know this dude, that's fine. You speak and you keep it moving. But you don't go up and hug him. If it ain't your brother, your father, what are you doing? So
your expectations is to be treated like we're respected all the time.
Number one thing, if you ain't got respect, you ain't got nothing.
That is true.
I just feel like at the end of the day that it's not disrespectful to go hug somebody that you know. Now, if you done messed with that person before, then that's when you get on the level of saying, "Oh, you can't go hug this person, or you can't."
I'm not gonna say that to you. I'm not gonna say that to you because if I'm trying to date you and I want you to be my woman, if I know this female, I speak and I'm gonna introduce you, but I'm not gonna hug her. If it's not my mother or my child, I'm not gonna hug her. For me,
it's a lot of men that's different than you then, because a lot of men that know other people that are their family. It could be their family members, it could be anybody, but they do at least acknowledge, like, hey, this is where the love was before I even got somebody. But if you're on some disrespectful stuff, then that's something different.
Yeah,
if you mess with that person before, then that's disrespectful. But it's not disrespectful.
Now the thing is me is now.
Yeah,
I don't mind you going speaking or like, but the first thing before you can speak, but before you even touch them, I don't give a damn. It's a family member, or whoever. You have to introduce me to that person, and that person has to interact with me. That then I can see what's up. But a lot of times you just going to speak, hey, get a hug. I ain't going for that.
Hey, I'm gonna
Yeah,
tell you something.
that's not like that though.
You know how many
So are
women,
y'all saying? Mhm.
you know how many women say this is my brother or my cousin, and he's putting his
That's
back to him. Man, I ain't hearing that shit. You
Yeah,
ain't.
and dudes
No,
do
that
it
ain't
all
happening.
the time. Dudes do it. Dudes be like, "Oh, it's just little
That's my
sis.
little
It's just little
sister. That's
sis."
my little
So,
cousin.
And he's fucking her.
right. So this is what
I
I'm wondering:
Exactly.
are you guys
So,
expecting this on the first date? Like, do you
I'm just
come into it like you
not a
like
first
treat
date,
me like
no.
your man? Hold on, I'm
no.
saying, are y'all when once you meet a woman, are you saying treat me like your man from the day one, or are you looking at this person to see how they move?
It's not about treating me as your man. It's called general common courtesy. So I'm on the
Mhm.
first date with you. We downtown. We went to an event. You're gonna see a lot of people. I've seen a lot of people, females and males. I speak. I may shake your hand. But if you're a woman, say me you on a date, I'm not gonna be hugged up on this chick. It's just not gonna happen. It's not
Hugged
gonna
But
up,
there's
happen.
a
or giving
difference in
somebody
being
a
hugged
friendly
up on
hug?
So
somebody
I
than greeting somebody. There's a difference between
now
being hugged up on
exactly.
somebody and greeting somebody. Because my thing
okay,
is
I'm gonna
this:
do it like
if
this.
we
I'm gonna do it
hold
like this.
on, Lamont.
Okay.
If we knew into a situation, and I'm not even gonna say dating. If we're trying to see where we're gonna go, I need you in your natural habitat, your element. So if you are a person who is a people person, because see, I used to be like that. I was a people person, and I just it wasn't. It was just a natural thing for me to greet people all the time, especially when I worked in the hospitality field. So for me, it was just a natural thing. So I feel like it's not necessarily a bad thing if I'm speaking to somebody. You're not even my man yet.
Right.
This is just us being
And
Now,
No,
if
no,
it's
no,
friends
not,
no,
if
in a
it's
no,
on the
certain
no,
space
first date, if
together
it's on the
going
I'm
out.
first
telling
date,
my
no,
high
no.
school
I'm
friends,
not.
if I see one of my high school friends that I graduated with and I ain't seen them in person in 5 or 6 years and I see them, they're gonna get a hug. I mean, if their wife is offended or if they got one of them type of wives that's like, don't do that, they not gonna get a hug. It just depends on the situation.
You
But
get
I'm
My
not
treated.
gonna
thing is,
defend them
even if
because
they
I'm
have
from
a
the
wife
era
or
where
not,
I gotta touch everybody I know. Like I seen
Nah,
you, yeah,
nah,
I seen
my
you.
thing
nah,
is, even
nah,
if
you
they have
get,
a wife or not, if I am your friend to the
nah,
point where I'm
nah,
giving you a hug, your
nah.
wife or your spouse or
Well,
it could be
understand
a
you gotta
female
understand the
and it could be
partner.
your boyfriend, they're gonna know who I am.
Well,
I'm not gonna
here's my
Right.
just,
thing with that.
it's not gonna
I didn't
just be that type of energy.
I didn't say nothing. I've been on this planet 49 years. I love y'all. I like to study y'all. I'm gonna tell you what my energy was. At that moment, I could read this energy. At that moment, I was done. We had no more conversation. I'm gonna tell you what my energy is on. I know my worth,
Okay.
and it's called respect. It's
So
just
you
as
feel
simple as
like
Yeah,
that.
she was deworthing you by greeting
No,
somebody that you.
no. I knew at that moment that the kind of contact it was disrespectful, in my
It
opinion.
was a good hug.
Was
It
y'all
was
in
like
was y'all in
I was one of
conversation with each other, or was y'all
them.
actually like
yeah,
full blown dating?
no, it's just conversation. But here's the thing: if like I'd have been out with May, and if I'm out with May, even if May is not my woman, I'm not gonna give her disrespect. I ain't gonna do it. That's just me as in my character. And if you
Right?
my
you
Hey,
friend
tried
and you
you
my
tried
love,
to
you're
date the whole chick that was out with us.
no, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, you a lie. You a lie. You a lie on that one. You are a lie on that one. You a lie on that one.
Not
Tell the truth
not
on that.
at the time, but when it was over,
Well,
you was like,
that's at the aftermath. But I never was wrong. I never was wrong. I was
damn.
nothing but a gentleman when it was out. Tell me, am I lying or am I wrong?
you was very respectful while we were
Okay
out
then.
though. Like the
Okay.
first thing she said was you was a really nice guy.
Okay then. There you go.
Mhm.
I'm gonna give what I want. I'm gonna give what I want to receive. That shit was after, and that was on some confidential shit too, mate. I'm gonna get your ass. Go
Right.
ahead. Go
Oh,
ahead.
my bad, my bad.
I
I
don't care
thought
about
we
that.
already talked about that.
Yeah,
Hey,
but we
we
good.
we gonna go ahead to the next video, y'all. Hey,
Ooh,
But I
damn,
love you, man.
damn, Lamar. Hey,
I love you
put
back.
you out there.
Hey, I love
Put you
women. You
out
know I
there.
love women.
Spells off any you could be in a depression, something tragic can happen to you, your money may not be right, and then you just really just not in the mood to have that intimacy. You just don't want to have sex. If I'm not in the mood because something happened to me, maybe I lost my job, something happened to me and I'm just not I'm not in the mood, I could go a week, but longer than that I have to respect my man too. Like, come on, I didn't know that until recently. Because before it'd be like, I don't feel like it, so no. I'm not gonna do it, so no. No, it's compromise. I mean, again, it may not be the best, but I'll hand you some.
Here it is.
Yes.
So you would have to try to get yourself in the mood
You have
beforehand?
to,
Like
yes. You have to get yourself in the mood. You have to. I didn't look at porn. Yeah. I didn't try to, because again, you're just not into it, and they can feel that. Yeah. You know, men like, oh, I just want, but it's not. It's the experience. If I just lay down and I don't make any noises, you'll hate it.
Hey,
wow.
Kelly coming in, y'all.
What's up, Kel?
Oh, snap.
He's coming in. It's this way. So anyway, go ahead. Why you picked that for Charmaine?
I think that's part of expectations because you know, you have an expectation of your mate, and then you have a need as a partner, and so you have to kind of be compromising and understanding in your needs, because I know I cannot be in the mood, you know, and not want anything, but I expect that if I am in that mood, that I'm not pressured to the point where I think he's gonna step out if I'm not ready, you know. If I feel like that, then I think the whole relationship is wrong. But if he can get with me, you know, when I'm expressing, I need him to be that safe space for me, and he does that. When he says he needs this, I think that the expectation of me understanding his tribe and falling into it. What happened?
You was breaking up.
You was going. But I understood that.
I'm gonna switch phones and see, because I thought if I took more apps off my phone, it would work better.
You got an app for it to work fine.
Y'all start no mess, Lamont.
Hey, but I feel like this, y'all. I feel like this, though.
I'm listening, though.
I feel like this, though. It's basically, you know, I kind of agree with Charmaine. I mean,
somebody's echoing.
Yeah, I hear it.
Okay, I'm leaving out.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, it's Charmaine. She probably got so much stuff connected again. But anyway, I feel like this here is, you know, sex. Hey, I can have sex when I'm in the mood or not in the mood. I can have sex with her. That's just me. You know what I mean? Sex. I
think that's a guy thing.
Yeah.
I think that's a guy thing. But
on this one, I have to agree with you and Lamont. I think it's a guy thing, because for me, if I my body gonna tell you if I ain't all the way in. Like
but you can tell the difference. Yeah, you can tell the difference.
Yeah, like if my whole aura says I'm not, and even if I try to, my body is going to tell you this ain't it. This ain't it, baby.
Hey, I gotta agree with you, El, because I'm gonna be honest with you. If me, you on that level, if you know me and my lady, me and my friend or whatever on that level, baby, I'll put your mind, because your mind ain't on it. Like you talk about, the rest of you ain't gonna be, you know, the heart and nothing. I gotta get your mind right. So just like what the lady was saying on the video, my job, to me, in my opinion, in my livelihood, my job is to soothe you and to try to take that from you, because, babe, I need you to heal. I need that heart to be right, because I want you to give me that loving. I want your whole self. When we're behind the closed doors in public or wherever we at, I want all of you. I want your mind to be on me, because my job is to satisfy my woman, and your job is to satisfy me.
Right.
I want your toes to do like this. I want them to do like this, because they're going to talk to me, and I want to talk to you. So I'm with that. I'm with that all the way. Yes, I am. Here's the thing. Here's another thing with that too. So if my significant other or my lady that I'm intimate with is having them problems, if you my woman and I'm your man, I'm not gonna step out on you. We got to work this out. And dealing with some women and dealing with some things in life, it could be a while. But however, here's what I got a friend of mine use this analogy all the time. I think I'm saying it right. Just give me a treat, rub them on my head, let me know I'm doing a good job. Just be connected with me, and that's enough to keep me motivated and driving with you.
Right. I agree. I feel like that works both ways. It's
That
true.
does.
You know.
Yeah. It's always
Well,
the
like I
two way.
said, I can be like I said, it's just maybe just me. I can have if she's in the mood, but I'm not. I can still perform. I can still give it when she
I
want
don't
it.
think a man ain't never in the mood. I don't know
Yeah,
about that. I'm just
I
gonna say,
concur. I don't think y'all never not in the mood.
But
And
hey,
if
I'm
you are,
49,
it's
and I'm
something
I
good.
agree
else.
with you because just me being the woman
hey,
that I
Kelly.
am, I'm gonna make sure my man is going to be satisfied regardless. Sometimes I don't be in the mood, but I guess sometimes in between doing it, it gets me in the mood. It's kind of a turn on to me, you
Hmm.
Okay.
know. So, but it's a turn on to me because it's a turn on to you. That's what you want, you know. Even when my mind is boggled and is going through different, things, I'm
Yeah.
still going. I'm supposed to be here to satisfy you, so you don't step out. Now, if you step out, that's on you. It
Right.
ain't on me. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? But I
Well,
am here to make sure I nurture everything that you need to be nurtured. Whether you need to be fed, you want to have sex, you want to whatever. That's just me.
hey, Kelly. I'm gonna play the video for you so you can watch the video.
Okay.
All right.
Falls off any you could be in a depression, something tragic can happen to you, your money may not be right, and then you just really just not in the mood to have that intimacy. You just don't want to have sex. If I'm not in the mood because something happened to me, maybe I lost my job, something happened to me and I'm just not I'm not in the mood, I could go a week, but longer than that I have to respect my man too. Like, come on, he and I didn't know that until recently. Because before it'd be like, I don't feel like it, so no. I'm not gonna do it, so no. No, it's compromise. I mean, again, it may not be the best, but I'll hand you some.
So
Yes.
you would have to try to get yourself in the mood
You have
beforehand.
to,
Like you
yes.
gotta.
You have to get yourself in the mood. You have to. I didn't look at porn. I didn't try to, because again, you're just not into it, and they can feel that.
Yeah.
You know, men like, oh, I just want, but it's not. It's the experience. If I just lay down and I don't make any noises, you'll hate it.
So Kelly, what's your response to that video? That video right there.
Shoot. I guess that's one of the each his own type deal, I would say. Because I mean, as a man, and also depends on age too. Because if you are a spring chicken, it's going down a little bit more different than you get, your 30s, 40s, 50s, or whatever. And at the same time, you don't want to make someone feel like it's an obligation or they required to do
Thank you. I was
anything.
gonna say.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
Because
Yes.
it's not really going to go off the way you really want it to go off. Because now I feel like, now, am I
It's
taking
forced.
something? Am I doing
Right.
something I shouldn't be? You know what I mean? So
Right.
Right.
it's not really going to be a healthy exchange.
Mhm.
But on the flip side, hey, we both got needs.
Hmm.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And and certain times of the week, month, however your schedule work, it's got to happen. It is what it is.
Because if you're not gonna give it to if you're not giving to that person eventually, she has needs too, so she's gonna end up looking somewhere
Yeah,
possibly.
yeah. I mean, but also I think that's part of being a mindset of a weak mindset to me. If depending on the length of time now, because we also
Yeah,
got to look at how
That's what I was
long.
gonna say. Depends on how long
Yeah,
it's been. Like if you
yeah,
know
yeah,
it's
yeah,
been
yeah,
a couple
yeah,
days,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
and
Because I
yeah.
something
mean, a
popped out,
relationship.
it's like let me lay his stress
Hey,
out. Because if he's being my comfort, I
Right,
didn't stress him out. Let me,
right, right,
you
hey,
know.
right.
look, now, if I'm in a relationship, we doing what we doing, and you trying to
But
go
if you in
you
a
trying to go longer in the
relationship,
week.
you supposed to
I need
know when
mm-mm. I
when
need
your
more than
peak
enough.
is. Like I know I can go 5 days. I know I can go like when you in a relationship, it's different. I know I can go this amount of days before he go. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. It just all depends. Like even when you in a relationship, I'm not in one. So when you in a relationship, you do have to come to your spouse's, your significant other, whoever it is, needs.
Mm-hmm.
You have to. I don't want you to. I feel like if you step out, you want to step out anyway, whether I had sex with you or not.
Right.
You
That
know
Right.
what I'm
part.
saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
I
Because
that's
don't
how I
feel like
I
that's an
feel about it.
option. Right.
Yeah. So I'm still going to make sure that I do what I have to do in a relationship, no matter what I go through. It's about balance. You have to balance
You
everything you
do.
go through in life.
Just
You
long as it
have
ain't
to.
consistent, like if it ain't consistent of if it's a consistent thing where you don't want to have that sexual encounter with your partner, something else is definitely wrong. Because at some point the mold does break for you to be like, okay, I'm back to it. Because I don't care if I gotta snatch it at 3 a.m. in the morning.
That's the
Hey,
best time.
hey,
Yeah,
3
That's
a.m.
the
in the
best
morning.
time.
what
Hey,
you
That's the
said.
best
I'm
time.
gonna do
That's
it.
the best
hey,
time.
look here, look.
You know what I'm
Wake me
saying?
up.
Yeah.
Wake me
And
up, baby.
don't take you back there, wake up, go on to work without nigga rolling over and making sure you do what
Right,
you got to do.
right,
Don't think that's
That's what
not
I'm
gonna
talking
You know what I'm
about.
happen.
saying?
Start
right.
keep
Hey,
working
I'm
on
all about. Hey,
But I'm
look,
gonna
I
tell
don't
you,
give a damn if I'm asleep. Wake
it. We
me up.
are.
I'm not gonna be upset.
Tell me
that's
that.
I'm
that's the
not gonna
best
be
time.
Straight
mad.
up.
I'm
Second
not gonna
that.
be
I
mad.
Straight
second
up.
that.
You
Don't get me wrong.
Hey,
Sometimes I can sleep heavy. Shake my motherfucking ass.
I
hey, I'm
second
gonna
You
that.
tell you something.
Choke me. Choke
ain't
me.
even got to take me, just wake me up. I said,
right.
hello, I like that more than coffee.
It don't matter. As soon as you touch me, oh, okay. We
Hey,
ready? All
tell
right.
me if I'm
Right,
wrong.
right.
You can get something in the morning before you go to work, and it's like when you go to work, don't shit bother you. Like normal shit never make you flip out. I mean, you be like, man, whatever. And the only thing I'm thinking is, I can't wait till I get home to get some more. That's my whole mindset. I'm just keeping it 100. There we go. Enough said on that one.
Hey, then you coming home to
Yeah.
a good meal and everything. You ain't got to worry about nothing else.
Man, shit, y'all making me reminisce on this damn
Yeah.
bus.
No goodness.
God.
Shit.
Hey, well,
That was a good
we're gonna go ahead and
video. That
move.
was a good
We're,
video, Charmaine.
we're going
Yeah.
ahead down to the next one, y'all. It
Yeah,
was
okay, I
quick
was
with.
like, did I send that video? But I did. That's me
Yeah.
though, because
Yeah.
I mean, I'm single now, but I didn't get at that point where even when it's done, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. He's like going on fried steak. I'm in there like,
Yeah.
okay, you want shrimp? You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But
if you the man and you gonna be the man, I'm gonna be the woman. I'm there to do my part.
so that means get your ass up 4 o'clock in the morning and I ask for the damn
Right.
you can make me a
I'm gonna
sandwich.
make a I'm gonna make a steak. I'm gonna fry it. I'm gonna
Make
get you
that
some
his
ice
sandwich. That's
cream,
it.
whatever you
His
ask
ass
me
today
for.
before he went to sleep because I'm not getting up at no damn 3 a.m. You getting up
Oh,
at
he
3
I'm
get
up.
a.m.
he
for
get your
me?
ass up.
Are you getting
Yeah,
up at 3 a.m. for me?
Yeah,
Yep.
for
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
up.
yeah.
Yep.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Okay,
And the
man.
thing
Shit,
is, I
if
don't
he
know.
doing that every time, then yeah, he can
For
get me up at
sure.
3
And,
a.m.
and I would say they do that because my baby daddy, when I was pregnant, he got up at 3 a.m. My baby it's all peanut butter and
Oh,
jelly
that's pregnant.
sandwiches.
That's
And he
pregnant.
would get up and get that. And I appreciated that so much. That's something he instilled in me. So I'm like, if this man say get up because he's hungry, I know what that feel like. I'm gonna get up and do it.
Hey, but sometimes we might want to get up and be hungry, and we might not want nothing out of the kitchen. It might be laying there right next to us.
I
So we got to
Well,
go home. All
I
that's
right,
can't
I'm
available
going
stand.
right
too.
there.
Shoot.
Yeah. Well, that was a little short one, y'all. We can go to the next video.
I'm sorry
That
about
was
that.
funny.
I just had to put that out there. Oh
Girl,
man.
you're crazy. Yeah, I probably am. I came across this TikTok video where a girl was talking about how she went on a date and a guy asked her, like, hey, so how many guys am I in competition with? How many guys am I competing with? And her response was, you're competing with me. You need to make my life better than I already make it. And that's a mentality that I've never had before, which is so stupid of me because I grew up in a family where like being alone is the worst thing ever. So I was taught, just choose the best man there is. Go out with a bunch of them, choose the best one. And that has not worked for me because I am constantly too focused on finding the best man to be by my side instead of me being my own best man. So because I saw that TikTok video, it's like a light switch went off in my brain and was like, he's not adding on to my life. And that right there saved me. I am going through my waves of like missing the person, but I feel so much more fulfilled right now, just fulfilling myself. So thank you to the person that made that TikTok. You have no idea what a difference you made in my life. And if you guys know who made this TikTok, please tag her in this video because I've been trying to find it and I can't.
All righty now.
That's something. That's me. I'm like not in a relationship right now, and I'm not pressed for a relationship right now. And the thing is because I had to go through so many different phases. that I realized like a lot of dudes don't like it when you say if you're not adding anything to my life. But because so many women are in this thing with I'm alone by myself, I gotta have a man. Men don't mind slacking on things. Like they say, well, you're gonna have to settle for this. You're gonna have to settle and compromise in these ways. If I am being the best me for me, whoever comes to me, is only bringing happiness. I'm only enjoying them. I'm not settling for anything. And so when I get happy by myself and I'm doing the things by myself, when you get to that point, you recognize the energy that other people's bringing. And so I recognize if this person is really truly here for me, or if they think because I'm single, because some people have that mindset, oh, she's single. She need a nigga over here to help her take out the trash. She ain't got nobody to go to the barbecue with her on Saturday with her family. My family that seen me, my great grandmama asked me, did I have a girlfriend? Because she ain't never seen no boyfriends. I don't mind being by myself, but a lot of women have a problem with being single until the person who's going to treat them the way they expect it comes along, and they settle for people who's going to treat them any kind of way because they ain't got no man. They feel like, oh, since I ain't got a man, I need somebody around before I start looking silly. I'll look silly all day until I'm happy with
Hey,
the
you know
person
something?
who I'm with.
I got to agree with you. I'm gonna tell you, I don't even think it's looking silly. What, a couple of weeks ago, I went and treated myself to $100 meal, and like this weekend, I was by myself. I took my daughter up to Ohio to see her brother, and they could do some kind of bridal shower or whatever it was. Some white people stuff.
Hmm.
I'm gonna put that as.
I
But
seen
I'm
the
gonna tell
picture.
you, I had the most peace being by myself. Cause first of all, I'm only dealing with me and my kids. Second of
Hmm.
all, I had more fun kicking it with my son's stepfather and my son than dealing with some non, because it's pure love. To see two
Hmm.
men, and that's crazy, but to see two men putting their love and time into one man is not his child. But
Hmm.
Right.
as he being my son, I can see the what that man's instilled into mine, that love. And I'm gonna be honest with you. More and more as it goes, I'm having more peace and more all
Yeah,
right
but you
being by
you
myself.
reckon you recognize peace when it's
Man,
peace in
love
your
it.
life, when it's peace in your family, when everybody you go around bring you peace. You ain't got drama when you go to your family's house. You ain't taking drama with you.
Man,
You ain't got a
man.
sad story following you. When that person comes to you and y'all just having fun, not saying that it's never gonna be a time y'all disagree, but the whole intent is to share your life with a person. And I don't want nobody settling for me or just feeling like because I ain't got somebody, that's the reason why they're like, I have an open available slot. My position is not open. There's no applications out right now. Just because you think there's an open application, you're not gonna come and do me any kind of way because you think I need somebody there to, look the part. I can look the part by myself and be just fine with it.
Well,
I
see,
don't,
my
but
So
my
I
you're not
I
hiring.
agree, but my
You're not
thing is
hiring.
this:
Not
like,
right now. We on a
yeah,
free.
You're not
but when it comes
hiring.
when it comes to
We on a
relationships,
free for a second.
I just
yeah,
saw that. I'm under construction. I'm under
my
construction
thing is
right
serious
now.
when it comes to
Right,
relationship.
right.
I agree. You should happiness start within yourself. You know what I'm saying? I do agree. You know what I'm saying? A person should add to your relationship, not take away. But at the same
yes,
also, but a
sir.
lot of people, I say man and woman, a lot of times they expect someone to, you know, take care of their whole entire life. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I see. You know what I'm saying?
I
So,
agree with you.
huh?
I said I agree.
Yeah,
I just
that's just
feel
what I
like a
see.
lot
And
of people
relationship is
look
get
towards
just
the
give and take.
money.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Not
well,
I
the
I,
think
I-
that's
relationship.
what it is. They think that they're setting up a lifestyle. Like
It's
I
not
can put
that's
you in
not
this
it.
lifestyle.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but
Hey,
yeah, but see, the thing about it is you have to look at as what is it that you want because you've already got yourself together because you have took time to fix yourself to bring somebody into your life because you
Mm-hmm.
are, I mean, it's just like the girl in the video talking about the perfect whatever. There's no perfect anything, but you have
Mm-hmm.
fixed yourself with not
Mm-hmm.
looking for anything because we know you're not hiring, so that we not you don't accept application, so you
No,
don't need
not
a
right now.
You don't need a human resource coordinator. You don't need that. So right now, the temporary service, you don't need anything. So this is the space and the season for to look at now. If I do come in contact with somebody that I might be digging or what.
Hook me up with somebody, Kelly. Don't let a good man go bad and not tell him that I'm single.
Now, this is the thing though. I would have to let them know all of the stuff that you're saying in these ponds that we've been
But
on.
tell him for the right man. Tell him for the right man. I'm offending bold and become a bendy straw or something. Tell him the right man can get me in the wrong situation fast. I'm gullible.
I want to make sure I give them the full picture because
he gave me some more information. I gotta change my story now.
Because you never know. Look, in all seriousness, you never know when your next blessing is.
You never know. So
You
don't block
never
it.
know.
I didn't block out all blessings, but as far as actively seeking, if somebody submit their resume, I might look at it.
But for sure, we can talk ourselves. Good.
I got a lot of lessons.
Right.
But real quick though, you can real quick, you can talk your way in and out of something real fast. Or you can overthink something that is meant for you. Like, man, this can't be true. This can't be happening. I can't believe this is too good to be true. Oh, he's got to be crazy. He got to have 9 kids. His baby mamas is nuts. His mama's crazy. He's bisexual. It got to be something.
Right.
All these stuff will go in your mindset. You'll think and you'll talk yourself out of something that could be productive for you. Now,
so that's something they got to do with them inside, Kelly. When they when they think like that and they maneuver like that, it's something they still need to work on within themselves. Because I'll be honest with you, I feel like there's a lot of people out here now that's doing a lot of lazy dating. They are looking for they not really even looking for the person itself and accepting them for who they are. People are looking for a 401k retirement plan.
And a Facebook relationship. We call them Facebook relationships. So somebody they can take pictures with and do all that stuff, but you ain't built with them. Y'all back, if y'all gotta argue the whole way there and the whole way back, I don't even want to go.
But that's why people gotta come with it. What was you gonna say, Lamont?
I'm gonna tell you, I done went out on a few dates, and I ain't took no pictures, posted or nothing. And I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Some of the dates I done went out on with the women, physically anyway, and probably financially and mentally too. I was picking myself because a homeboy of mine was like, "Damn, dog, you had some bad sisters." And I started thinking back on it, and I was like, "Damn, like I supposed to went out Saturday, and I wasn't sure the line of communication wasn't where I wanted to be at." And I was thinking about that, and as I was thinking about that, she texted me, and she's a beautiful sister, but she texted me and she told me that something came with her mom and the kids. She couldn't take the kids over, and I'm like, cool, it's not a big deal, because I'm a parent. But here's my thing too, for me as a man, because I'd raised a boy and I'd raised a girl, and for me as a man, I could tell a lot. I want to meet you with your kids, and here's the reason why I say that. I can tell a lot by you with your children if I'm even going to deal with you. Because my point with that is, if you can't make your kids do basic discipline, I don't even want to deal with you at all.
The tough part about that, Lamont, though, is that I ain't going to let my child around everybody because I got to get to know you. What type of influence you going to be on them, because children are sponges, and the attitude you have and the things that you say, they might just take to that real fast. Not you in particular, but just men in general, just their mannerisms and stuff. And so it takes a little while before you get to meet my baby.
But here's one thing you can do. Like, my daughter's 15. My daughter's not stupid. But the one thing you can do something so simple by going to a park, going to a zoo, something very simple, and you can get a lot of feel for that. Because here's my thing. I'm to the point now to where I don't even want to go on no expensive ass date. Let's go and sit down. If you don't drink coffee, let's go and sit down somewhere where you can drink wine, and let's just talk.
That's what a date is. That's all a date is. All that expensive stuff is.
A lot of them ain't ready for it. I'm gonna put you on mute for a second.
Okay. Yeah, that's all a date is. I mean, I don't know whoever think that y'all supposed to have a whole vacation on the first date. That blows me. I'm like, well, I just met you because, first of all, I don't want you to feel obligated to me because you didn't spend no money.
Yeah.
Like
That's
I
the
don't want
ones
you
that's
to
living out
feel.
here in a fantasy world. They want to do the shit they see on
Yeah,
TV. And
yeah. I
then
don't
the
want you to
thing
feel
is, what you
obligated.
see on TV is not reality.
I don't want
Right.
to be
That's
stuck
the
with you for
issue. They want
7 hours. I'm trying to get
you
in,
want
get
Yeah.
and
What
get
they
out.
see on TV is not reality. They
you
watching
trying
love and hip hop thinking that they can get out here, they from wherever they are, and they gonna find one of them guys on love and hip hop. But the thing is, at the end of the day, no, you're not, baby. Let's be clear. You watching TV, that's entertainment. But the realities of the world is you got a whole different variety of people walking around. And at the end of the day, when they get off that screen, they just regular human beings too.
regular human
They're
being.
Right,
gonna
Right.
they gonna have relationships that come with some bullshit and some finagling and everything else, finessing and everything else. They're gonna have problems and complications just like we are.
They
Mm-hmm.
Because
trying to
at the
pay
end of
their
the day, it
rent
don't matter
every
how
month.
much money you have or how much money you
Mhm.
don't have.
That is so
Mhm.
If
true.
it's a
You
problem, it's gonna be a problem, regardless.
and so what
Right.
you said, social media, the music industry, the TV
Yeah,
industry
they,
is a big
and,
influence
and,
in these kids' life, our lives. Period. It's a big
Yeah.
influence. We want to go
Music
off of
been
it.
we've had that and it's so sad because we've had this problem. Like even when I was growing up, I felt like music was raising people to where I'm wondering how you get so influenced by music to where it really changes your life. Hip hop is a culture and music is a lifestyle culture, but TV been raising kids from the
But
beginning of the time
TV
from
and
their
music has
movies.
also changed from when we was
It
growing
ain't
up.
like when
It
we was
Right.
has.
kids.
It's
But
It
nothing
ain't
like
like when
how
we
we
was
was
kids.
growing up.
But it
You're
was
right.
Yeah,
You're
bad.
right.
It was
hip
it was
hop is
still
a part
bad
of the
back
culture.
then.
Hip hop is a part of the culture, but first of all, we gotta say where is the real hip hop? Because the real hip hop ain't there no more.
Yeah,
You
they
got
don't
Yeah.
people
got
out
that
here
hip
say
hop.
you
Yeah,
got guys in the hip hop industry that's
exactly.
out here wearing fingernail polish,
that's it.
jewelry all over them, dancing like, and you got the females out here that's doing stuff on in the hip hop community now, where it's like we didn't have to
Yeah,
deal with
they
that.
don't got the Queen
I'm gonna tell y'all
Latifahs and the
something.
Lauren Hills. We
I'm
had,
gonna tell y'all
you had
something.
this variation. Right now,
No.
First
everybody's
of all,
doing the
if you
same
can't
thing.
if you can't analyze the
If you
main
ain't going
man,
off with
why are
fucking
you out
old
here
school
analyzing
music,
people you see on TV?
Right.
I'm
That's
gonna
just
tell y'all
That's
something.
what,
reality.
that's, what I'm, that's what I'm saying. I don't understand how it got to where it raises people. Like me,
It
I
started
look
getting
at
like
people.
that because
I'm
it
one of those people
changed.
who learn
The
how to
narrative
like.
changed.
The
Yeah,
Charmaine,
you
the
know
narrative
how
has
narrative
people
changed.
look
changed.
up
It
to
changed
people
from
and
when
they idolize people.
you had parents out here who actually worked and did jobs and they was with family. You had a village helping you with your kids. But now it's different. You got people out here now where the society has changed. You got people working in factories who's doing 10, 12-hour shifts.
Mm-hmm.
They are leaving
I
their
did them.
kids at home by themselves to watch this new age
I
shit.
did them.
And so
My
now
baby, I feel like she was raised by TV.
the whole
Right.
But I'm gonna tell you
concept of what's going on is totally
right
different.
now, right now, as I'm speaking to y'all, I'm at Churchill Downs, right? And there's about 1,500 people with this hospitality thing where they're trying to bring tourism to Louisville, and they from different parts of the country. Some from Canada
Hey,
also.
hey.
And I would say out of 1,500 people, I bet you they 200 men here.
Hmm.
I'm willing to bet you not 200
I
men. And I'm gonna
mean,
tell you what's even
city
sadder than that.
developers come in all shapes and sizes. That's a whole another elite
Yeah,
group that
but
I would let influence me
but
because they influence
I
the
mean I'm just
world.
looking. I'm looking, and the craziness about what I'm looking at. We talk about relationships or we talk about working. A lot of these
Mhm.
people that travel from out of town, they got their tags on with it with their name and where they're from. And I'm gonna tell
Mhm.
you, you see very few of us. Of us.
Mhm.
I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all an example. I think I can. It might
I
not work,
understand what you're
but
saying.
yeah.
I
And
mean,
when you're looking at that, um, when we look at that stuff in a relationship, and we look at that like giving and taking, like I came to work this morning at 6:15. I got out of my truck at 2:45, and I took the bus and went home and changed clothes. Kind of clean myself up a little bit. And I got on
Mm-hmm.
the bus. I'm on the bus till 11:30. And you talk about kids being at home. My daughter's at home by herself right now. And I said, baby, I don't have to work. I don't have to physically work, but financially I need to work. Because like when we talk about this, I don't like doing this job most of the time. But we talk about it today, $20
Nah,
is not what
really
$20
pissing
was
me off.
last year. When we look at
And
that.
I
It
can't
used to
even
be what,
hear shit.
huh?
We can hear
we can
you.
hear you.
Who was that? Is that today?
That was
Nothing.
Desiree. That was Desiree. Go ahead.
When we look at what $20 was, it used to be in Louisville. If you worked at Ford or GE when we was kids, normally one person working there made enough money. You may not have had a lot of money, but you made enough money to live. Now you can have
They made
first
enough
class
money to
luggage.
live. My daddy, GE is me. He raised his house. My daddy
But that's the thing.
remarried and he sent the child support every
Hey,
week.
my
But that's the
my
thing.
daddy worked with your daddy, retired with G with your dad. You know
Right. I
that.
mean, it used to be
But you got
enough.
a
And
whole
honestly,
different breed of kids out here. Like
Yeah.
now, straight up, these kids out here, they listen.
They don't want to work.
Unless you instill it unless you one of those old school parents like we are, you got to understand the mothers are getting younger, the fathers are getting younger. So when you have them out here, now you got kids who look up to these young ass parents that
right.
honestly ain't about shit. And then
Mm-hmm.
these parents out here, which is they friend group that ain't about shit. That's sitting there feeding them all this ain't about shit.
Hey, well, I'm gonna
It's
tell you,
totally
That's
different.
true. It's just passed
I'm gonna
down
be
from
50.
generation to generation.
I'm gonna be 50 this year.
No. It's not passed down from generation to generation. What I'm saying is
I
when
was
the
raised
when the elders started dying off, and you got a new generation coming in every time.
Yeah.
Honestly, we the last of the dying breed because
We
this new
honestly the last
generation
of the
now,
Mohicans.
But here's
this
the
new
thing.
generation now ain't built like how we built.
They
But
don't
what
even
I'm saying is,
understand the stuff we
still what
come
I'm saying
from.
it's getting passed down to generation. The more the new generation just getting worse and worse. And
Yeah,
the
from the
last
new
and
generation. But
the
I'm
last
just
few
making sure you
generations
ain't
has
putting
been
us in
worse.
that mix, is what I'm saying. Because I ain't a part of that generation,
They
baby.
I'm
call
gonna tell you.
Gen, I don't know. I think I'm in Gen Z. They call that the last of the feral generations and the not to be fucked with.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like
How
this.
you in the hold on, Gen Z?
I
What the
don't know. I'm in Gen X. I don't
What?
know. Where am
well,
I at?
because
But
I
I
mean
say
I'm not a millennial. I
no,
know.
you definitely not,
No,
you
you're
know,
not millennial, Gen
I say from the
whatever's before
95 up
millennials
to
what we are.
2000 it's
Gen
been
Z, I
Yeah,
think. Gen Z.
I
Whatever's
say from the
before millennials
95
what we are.
to
I'm
2000 it's
Okay,
been
we
getting
Gen
worse and
Z.
worse.
But here's the
47.
thing. Here's the
Yes.
thing with that.
But
Here's
I'm
the thing
just
with that.
saying,
You say you
like,
97. What you say, that's right? You
I
97.
never. Do you see this? Black don't crack, but I ain't one of them. I'm saying,
What did you say
I'm
first? What did you
saying,
say? Hold on, stop. Wait a minute. What did she just
She need
say?
to go off that damn
He said
Bluetooth.
black don't crack, honey.
Yeah,
No,
She's
I
one
thought
of
she said
us.
she was 97.
Nah.
I said I'm 40 something, and
Oh,
black
40
don't
something.
crack,
Right, we all in our 40
Oh, okay.
black
I was
something.
going to
don't
say,
crack.
how old are
Yeah,
you?
we
I'm
all in
almost
our
I'm 40
40
50.
old.
something, baby.
I'm
That's
almost
why I
50.
said we Gen Z.
Man, I'm 50 something.
I'm almost 50. Yeah, I ain't 49.
I
I'm
grew up
49.
off of my aunties and my grannies, my uncle's music. I literally let my daughter, my first daughter, when I was pregnant with her in '95, listen to Luther Vandross. I'm talking about
Right.
headphones. You got headphones stuck it on my stomach. Let you hear this.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I'm trying to
But
get through
you
to my
got
baby. I
this
sent her the Kendrick Lamar playlist yesterday because I'm like, you gotta
man,
hear
you got
somebody
this
that goes outside the box.
My
yeah,
son listen to old school. He right
I'm
along with
old
that
school
right
with it.
kid. Old school. I'm talking about he
Yeah.
like a little bit of everything. He like Michael Jackson. He like a
I
little
might
bit
have
of
to
Freddie
mute. I
Jackson.
might have to mute. I ain't for sure.
love it.
But here's my
Yeah, my
thing.
baby got an old soul. That's why I sent her to Kendrick Lamar because I want her to be a
There you
little
go.
bit.
And
I
I
mean,
do
See,
I
I'm
can't say
49
nothing
though.
bad about what she's doing. She take care of herself.
But
What did
We
you
not
say?
hey,
What
I,
did you say, Lamont?
we not raising. See, I raised my son to marry a woman, to be married, to be a teammate, to not just go out here and have kids. My daughter, I ain't raised my 21-year-old, but my daughter's 15. I'm not raising her just to be an independent woman. I'm raising her to be not just an independent woman, but to be a wife, to be a spouse,
right.
to a man. See, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
not teaching her to work for somebody. You don't work for
Right.
nobody.
So Troya tonight, hold on one second. Troya tonight, the topic is expectations versus reality, and
You know,
what we expect out of, all relationships.
but yeah, we'll go ahead to the next video, y'all.
No, because we're expected to provide and protect. Meanwhile, what do women bring to the table? Well, what is it that you think you should be protecting and providing specifically within the context of a relationship? We protect them and their lives, and we provide finances and a lifestyle. Historically, yes, men have provided food through dangerous means such as hunting and protected women from attacks, rampages, etc. But as society has evolved and technology advanced, especially with the creation of weaponry and alarm systems and so much more, these advancements have given women the job opportunities to provide for themselves and even protect themselves.
Are you saying that men are useless? Not at all. The masculine is just as important in protecting and providing today as it always has been. You're just holding on to a very primitive meaning of it. Its meaning has evolved just as we have. What the masculine provides that women can't for themselves within the context of a relationship is that emotional containment for the feminine to thrive, and what you're protecting is her heart. That feminine essence itself that gives her the ability to offer you a warm, supportive, and nurturing space. But most women aren't feminine anymore. Well, that's because for generations, the feminine hasn't been protected. It's been controlled and suppressed. And so women have abandoned their own femininity in order to provide and protect themselves. So you're saying if I want a woman to embrace her femininity, then what I provide isn't necessarily money, but emotional containment for her to feel safe to express that femininity? Bingo.
Okay.
Man.
Okay. So what I got from that was
Man.
what I got from that is
Lord have
that
mercy.
it's much more than what it used to be.
Lord
If
have
you
mercy.
want a woman to be feminine, all you have to do is let her be herself. Because as a woman, she is feminine. She's what it stands for. There's nothing she has to do. It's muted. There's nothing she has to do. There's nothing she has to say. She doesn't have to look a certain way. Whatever that woman does is feminine. And the happiness that you bring out of her, you will see that feminine energy. So all you have to do is be that space for her to be herself. Now, when you get married and stuff, of course, needs and all that, and it takes two families sometimes, two house, two incomes, maybe. Regardless, I've never seen a real masculine man come in and say, well, I'm the leader. A leader, you follow a leader. Somebody who's telling you the leader think they your boss. But somebody who's a real leader, you're gonna follow him because you interested in what
A leader
he's
is a boss.
doing. And you're interested.
A leader, no. See, you
That's
taking
two different
two
things.
different
Right.
definitions, and you putting it together. No, it's not.
Yeah. I
Well,
mean,
No, it's
like,
not.
because you're gonna want to
In a
follow that
relationship, a
man.
leader
You're
is
gonna
not
be
the
interested.
boss.
well, I
The
wasn't even
boss
gonna say.
is at your job.
I wasn't even
Right.
gonna
Hey,
see the thing
sleep.
about it. I wasn't even gonna do terms like boss and leading all that in relationship. Period.
Right.
It's trivial. But I'll say this: what I did disagree with what she said was she talked about generations
Abandonment.
of women not being protected and not being able to exude their femininity. I don't believe that because that's up to you individually to do that. Now, are we talking about Stone Ages and 40s and 50s and 60s? Fine, but in our era, that's
Yeah.
not happening.
I think he's saying that when men is telling us we not feminine because of the things we do, and they're doing the things
So
they got to do.
now there are some.
The masculinity in men and the feminine in women. She's not saying Stone Age. She's saying even right before our era, and then since then it's been taken away.
What's in your drink?
Before they're taking our men, they're killing them, they're putting them in jail, they're taking our children. Like it's way. I got what she was saying. It's way beyond it, but
And
it's
it's
still relevant.
and it's really not our choice because, like I said, I grew up
Right.
in a
So
church. I
yeah.
grew
So
up in a church that was like apostolic holiness, to
yeah.
where the women we didn't wear pants or
Yeah.
skirts.
So
And now you go. It's rare to find a woman who can
yeah.
never wear that
Yeah.
because we just don't have that space. We got to get out here and be accessible to the world.
Right. So where I was going with is that because of how things are, roles have not really reversed. It has been people have to take on more things that they shouldn't have to do. And this whole femininity and masculinity, toxic masculinity, all that garbage, that's garbage to me because toxic is a adjective for something. You should not be you could be a toxic person. Had nothing to do with your femininity, had to do with your masculinity. You're just a horrible individual. That's who you are. You're just a terrible person. Now, what I'm saying, if you have got to the point where you have to do things in your femininity, meaning that to feel like I'm a lady. That's not. I don't have I don't have anything to give to them because I'm not a woman. But I know that women have had to step up and do certain things because of certain situations. But that doesn't take away from when two people try to do something, man and women, that sometimes look, I got to lean on your strong hood, the strong suits that you have.
Yes,
I don't, but I'm saying I don't want you to be all weak and feeble. But I also don't want you to be the person that, well, nigga, I hit you in your jaw. I don't want that either. You know what I'm saying? I'm not fighting with you. I'm not.
Right, that's what I tried to say. Like, take it out of the
We-
shells. Like, whatever a woman does is her
we're
being
not
a
getting
woman.
physical. We're not getting physical. It's not
Right.
happening. I'm gone. I see you. Bye. I'm gone.
On my own car. Ebony could tell you that. I love working on my own car. I love different stuff. I was basically playing. I was the first female football player in the state of Georgia.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow. Okay. Did they tackle you?
I'm saying I
Did you get tackled?
No, I was tackling
okay.
him.
Okay.
I'm saying
Okay.
I want that feminine part of me to be able to come out. It's, with some people, it's there. It's just natural.
It has to be organic. You have to find somebody who's willing to embrace you as you are, and you embrace them as well.
Right. I wanna know more. Like, yeah, I'm into it.
I want that part just to come out of me naturally. Not because I want you to come and get up under my charge and help me change the water. I want you to be naturally like, hey, baby, you ain't got to do it.
Right.
Even if it's masculine or femininity, even if it's either one of those, people have to come to the conclusion of understanding that both of them have evolved to a whole nother level. And so you have a mixture of people out here that still go by the old, and then you have some people go by the new, and then you have people that's in between. So you have to find a person who embraces you for who you are, and you embrace them for who they are. Because then you're going to come to a balancing understanding of each other and accept each other for what it is. And then people are not doing that because people will take somebody who is not at their level, and then they will sit there and expect all this other stuff to come above that level that they're at. And it's like, why did you even put yourself in that position?
Right.
People choose to put themselves in that position to deal with that and then want to complain about it.
But here's the thing, though. When it's the right man, or when it's the right woman, that femininity is going to come out on its own.
Exactly. Exactly. You don't have to ask a woman to submit. You don't have to fight her to submit. It's going to come organically. Yes. You're gonna give her that feeling where she wants to give you all of this because she's safe, she's secure, she trusts you, all that.
She appreciates you. When she appreciates you, you get all that soft stuff.
Yes. And then she's gonna give you so much damn femininity, you ain't gonna know what to do with it.
Yeah, and also let's bring up that too because that stirs men off too.
Yeah.
Even when we submit, they like, oh,
yeah.
Hold on, I ain't never had
but you know
one
what? It's because they got that toxic side of you first. When you find a man that's like that and confused about when you find a man who is confused about your femininity, it's because at the beginning, he was used to you being a certain way. He didn't realize that if he did this, this, and this, it would open up a whole new side of you. And now that he got it, he's so used to that beginning stages of you, he don't know how to embrace the rest of you. It's confusing to him. It's confusing, but it's also a reality check because it may be he may decide, which he has the right to, he may decide to say, okay, now that we have arrived to this point, I don't want maybe this, and that.
Right. Like he has an obligation and a responsibility to stand up to that masculinity that he brought out, and then he think we gonna see those slippers that he make. But like we have to let them know that we know everybody ain't perfect. But yeah, sometimes you get them in that situation, and then they crack. They like, she expect me to be.
But women do too. But women do too. Women can get with a man. She can get with a man and think that
Yeah.
she wanted all this, and he gave it to her, and then she's like, her toxic side may come out. Her toxic side may come out, and she may say, "Oh, I can't handle him because he's too sweet. He's too
can't
nice."
hear both
All
of
this
y'all.
stuff, and that's the stuff that is the stuff that Shorty Logic was talking about. When a man gives you this, and this, and then a woman says, maybe I may not want that. And see, then it fucks with them and confuses them because it's like, okay, this is what I thought women wanted. And then here it is, he got that woman, and that's not what she wanted. That's why you have to pick your mate correctly. That's when you have to court them and take the time to get to know them, because they will show you who they are if you allow them to.
I'm gonna say this: majority time, all of us, our picking is off. It's off.
Yeah,
you can't pick no more. You can't pick no more. The picking is off.
Just wait till I get about 60 years old, and then I'm gonna give me an old thing.
My pick is off because everybody I tried, I wanted to try them. You know, whether it went.
Hold on.
How do all these older people make it so long? You know why? Because they together, they break up, they go through all of that shit. Like,
what you say, Kelly? What you say, Kelly? What you say, Kelly? Say it.
I can't help it. I picked everybody I wanted.
I was giggling. No, I was really laughing at myself. But
what you say, Kelly?
But my partner does right. Hey, look, I can tell right now she didn't play football. What you over drinking, girl? You got some good wine? What you over drinking? What you over drinking? Huh? What you got in that glass, huh? You said you drink Wallace.
Water.
It's pink. It's pink.
The glass is pink. I still don't look good drinking water. The fuck?
You said I got a buzz drink of water.
Is that what you said?
I got to look good even drinking water.
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought you okay. Well, so I was real quick. So we have to. We're not waiting to 60 to be happy. That's bullshit. That's not listen to this shit. That's why I was laughing at that. But that's why I was laughing. So that's why I was laughing. But what I was saying was,
Kelly, listen. That's not what I said. That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
No, I said
I was talking to Ebony. I was talking to Ebony.
I said for
you was going to go off on me for no reason.
I got to go off on the whole podcast.
For no reason. For no reason. Are you okay? Are you okay?
I'm good.
Okay, I want to make sure.
You have to make it to that motherfucking age.
I got
As a couple, we have to embrace. You think they ain't broke up 100 times? You don't think they done cheated? You don't think they done went through all that?
Yeah.
They done been
You know what?
I heard a saying.
Wait. Let her finish. Go ahead.
No, I know. I'm listening to him. I'm just saying, you don't think they went through all of that to be married for 40 and 50 years?
Right. That reminds me of a little video I saw where it was this couple telling somebody not to put your happiness in another person. It was a couple, and you can see the maturity of this couple, that you know that this couple done been through a lot, to where they've learned that she has to be happy in order to stay happy with her man, and her man has to be happy to, you know, within himself to keep that going in his relationship. They got to be happy with who they are. And I agree with it, but the only thing about it is that you don't understand the growth it takes for people that actually grow together. You got to go through those things. You got to expect happiness. You got to expect good times and bad times. Like, it was really good advice, but it's not if you don't understand that they grew to that point. Like, they can say this
now, I don't believe in falling in love. I believe you grow in love with a person. You are meant to grow in love with a person. You are not meant to fall in.
Right.
You're meant to grow in love so y'all can get that connection to go to that level.
I heard something a couple of days ago, and it made me think. I'm like, that is so true. The difference between the older people, like my grandmother and her mother, and people today. You know, back then they found reasons to stay together. Now today they find any reason to leave each other.
Yeah.
It'd be good reasons though. I don't know. I heard that.
Not
I've been
always good
I know
reasons.
you was going there. I
It's
know
just
you
a
was going
person
there,
you don't
Charlamagne. I know
please.
you was going there.
Yeah, look, I'm pondering it. I'm thinking about it because I don't think so. I think the way
I'm trying
women
to
get
find
drugged,
somebody for you, girl. Dang.
right? The way women get drugged, women nowadays hold on. They hold on to they love.
And I don't leave it alone.
In
I'm gonna
Vogue
say
sung
this, and
about it.
I don't leave it alone. I've been with my little friend and my boyfriend, whoever the fuck you want to call him, for 27 years. And he done had his peoples, I done had my peoples. We done been through ups and downs. You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we genuinely grew up together. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? So when you say, oh man, I've been with this person 50 years, that
right.
was 50 years of real fucking love. That was
Of real love and
no
growth,
matter
right?
what you did, no matter what I did, we came back together and we made this shit happen.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
at the end of the day, you got to stand 10 toes down.
Yeah.
And
These younger
But people
that's
put
generations,
absolutely what
stipulations
I'm
on
saying.
it.
That's
If
right.
you
That's
go
exactly what
in
I'm saying.
knowingly,
They
go ahead,
giving like
Charlie.
that's what I was saying. That this older couple is
man,
giving a younger couple advice, but if it gotta be real love. You just can't
It's not even
take
that.
that to
These
any
younger
little
people ain't
boyfriend and
listening.
It's not even
girlfriend.
the
They're
fact you
not
gotta be
listening.
real
They don't
love. It's
care.
just that you gotta go in with the not having people got this fantasy of what relationships supposed to be. People got a
right.
fantasy of
We
what
grew up
marriage
on
is
that.
supposed to
Right.
be. They gotta get that shit out of their head. That's the first
Yeah.
thing they need to do. Get that shit out of their head.
How many
Because
Get
times
it
I
out
is
there.
say?
not
I think
reality of
so,
what it is
Bobby.
when you're walking through it.
How many times I say? People are so focused on the end game instead of focused on the process.
Yes.
Yes.
I say that all
The
the time.
You
process is
gotta live in the
important.
moment. You have to absolutely live in the moment. But I'm
Yes.
gonna tell you, if you can tell in that moment right then that it's not for you, you ain't got no reason to entertain that mess. So I'm telling you, don't entertain no mess.
But yeah, but it's different than entertaining mess than entertaining not I'm not even gonna say entertaining, than having conflict with the relationship.
Yeah,
How do you
that
expect a
happens.
relationship to
Right.
grow and evolve if you're just willing to give up at the moment of something of despair?
And
Because
that's what
everything
too.
doesn't mean you give up at a moment of despair just because you don't agree with it in that moment. And I'm not necessarily talking about bad shit like somebody beating you. And I'm not talking about that shit. Let's
It's
accentuate
Right.
little.
it. It's
It's
Yeah.
the
normal
littlest.
relationship things.
Right.
You're not going to always agree on things. You're not going to always have moments where you can just come right back full circle. But it does take two people who want to come back full circle to understand
Absolutely.
and work towards
Absolutely.
coming back to that
You gotta
to complete that
want
circle.
to.
But
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right,
It takes
but
two people to be on the same level of understanding each other. You know
yeah,
what? I have the same desire to be with you as you
right.
have for me. So even though we have this conflict in this moment, I'm willing to work on it with you. And you willing to work on it with me. Just because we have a moment where it's bad doesn't mean shit.
Right.
I think that's called true. I think that's called real love.
Now,
But
I,
now,
I
now, now,
feel
even
now,
even with
like
now,
real love, you still gonna go through your
nowadays
shit.
they
You
what?
still
want
gonna
it
go
the
through your
easy way.
crap. You still gonna go
They
through your
want it
shit.
the
It's
easy
all about
way
if you want to work
these
through your
Yes.
days.
shit. It's all
Yes.
about if you want to work through it. In
Real
real
Yeah.
love,
love
it
is
ain't
loving
love.
somebody even when you can't stand their ass in that moment.
Exactly.
Y'all
Exactly.
That's
talking
real
about,
love.
Yes.
y'all see the meme where where the wife do something to the husband and then the husband do something to the wife. This is how years of marriage. I
Yeah.
feel like at
Yes,
the
a
end of the
marriage.
day, I'm gonna take up your bullshit, you're gonna take up my bullshit, and we're
Yeah.
gonna make it happen. And even if it don't happen, let me tell you something. It ain't always been easy, but I don't let stress bother me. It ain't
And that's
always been easy, but
that's
I'm gonna always take the road where my heart takes me to. I'm not going through if my friends say it's okay, through if my kids say it's okay, because let me tell you something. When God says it's okay. You gonna know it's
That's when
okay.
it is. When it's good with your heart, then it's good. Like that's how you know whether you entertaining mess or you just going through that time period. Because like if you just meet somebody, a lot of people you think you going through mess with them, and they just waiting to get to the next person.
Now,
They
your heart
taking,
ain't
you
gotta tell
know.
you when you entertain the mess. You know when you're entertaining the mess.
Right.
Entertain the
That's what I said.
mess.
Your
That's
heart
the
tell you when
common
you
sense
good, and
of
you
it.
know when you entertain a
Yeah,
mess.
your heart ain't gotta
Right.
tell you nothing about that shit.
But look,
Right.
look,
Your
but,
mind will
but
tell
think
you
of
when
hold,
that
but how
brain
about
will
this?
tell you entertaining
But how
mess.
about this though? How about this? You have to prepare yourself for the mess to begin with. You
Mm-hmm.
have to be in a place to even be willing to even know what that mess even looks
Yes.
like.
Yes.
Because
Absolutely.
if
Yes.
you're not
Absolutely.
in that space, then you don't even know if you're being mistreated or not. We ain't talking
Right.
about physical. We ain't talking about physical. We ain't talking about getting beat up on. We're talking about
Right.
being in a situation when someone is doing you wrong and
Mm-hmm.
you don't even know it's even happening.
Yes.
Right.
And
Or
that,
I
you
was
seen
blessed
it
to
and you
have the
dismissed it.
opportunity. Most of people and most of my elders in my family, I watched my aunts and uncles, my grandmother and them have 30, 40, 50 years of marriage. And so I was blessed to be able to sit back because I'm an observer.
yeah.
I was blessed to be able to sit back as a kid and see them and watch them go through things and see them come back full circle and manage to move forward to have those years under their belt. Was it an easy process? No. But they both had enough respect and love for each other and understanding for each other. They knew they was that person. They knew that they was willing to see. That's called unconditional
Conditional.
love.
Right. That's the
Because
only yes.
they knew that we're not gonna go anywhere. But so we have to work this out. We're gonna figure this out. I want to figure this out with you. I
Right.
have a desire to be in this with you. And that desire and that want and that love and that old school type of style marriages and things like that, you have to want that, but both y'all do. But see, it's
Yeah.
different out here now. Out here, people just, excuse my French, but people out here just be fucking. They
Right.
having situationships. They having long ass one night stands, turning them into relationships. It's a whole different breed out here. They don't even understand it. They
They
didn't
don't understand relationships. They don't
begin to
understand
understand
nothing.
it. No, no.
But we're coming at the end. Charmaine, since it's your topic, take it out for us.
Okay, so I think everybody touched on some really, really good points about um how to recognize what you need to expect in your partner and how to go into yourself. You know, they touched on the differences of true love and just dating and how to pull yourself out of the mess. Like, but when you go into a relationship, your expectation should be minimum until you figure out who you dealing with. And then the only expectation you should have is of yourself, of how you gonna come out of it, how you feel about the situation you in, and if you gonna be the same you was when you went in. Don't let them change you.
All right, all right, all right. Hey, we had came to the end, man. Hey, we all had some good points and everything. Everything was good tonight, y'all. That was cool. Hey, this is the
That was
Shorty
great.
Podcast. We back every Monday, and we also got auditioning starting next week on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Time and 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Ladies' nights on Wednesday nights,
Hey,
and
hey,
we
tomorrow,
most
make
likely
sure
start doing
tomorrow.
men's night on Friday nights. So hey, share, like, hey, give us some comments, man. Share this, man. Hey, we trying to take this national. We
And
out of
make sure
here.
y'all vote for Kelly.
Shabbat
Kelly,
City Council
Yeah,
tomorrow, man.
vote for
Tomorrow.
Kelly.
Kelly Gibson
Tomorrow,
Hey,
elect.
make
what
sure, make
district?
sure you vote. Appreciate you.
What
Appreciate you.
what
Let
district,
everybody
Kale?
vote.
What
We out of
district,
here,
Kale?
y'all.